Are you looking for a remote work from home job and considering signing up for FlexJobs.com? If so, stay tuned because today I'm going to be leading you through a behind the scenes look of what having a membership with FlexJob actually looks like. And at the end, I'll give you my recommendation on if I think that this is a good resource for remote job seekers or a complete and utter waste of time. P.S. My answer might surprise you. Hey guys, it's Amy and welcome back to Work From Home Wonderland. Here on this channel, I help people find the perfect remote work from home job. I am currently a director of human resources with over 10 years of experience, and in my free time, I run this channel and help people find their digital dream job. Now, before we hop in, I have two questions for you. The first being, one, what type of work from home job are you looking for? Let me know down below in the comments. You never know, I may highlight your comment in my next video and help you find your perfect remote work from home job. My second question, I'm curious how many people out there have been applying for remote job after remote job only to get those pesky rejection letters or to not get any sort of response at all. If that's you, most likely your resume is not optimized for the remote job search. That's where I come in. I currently am offering resume audits specifically for those who are looking for remote work from home jobs. It is in video format. I go through and I give you suggestions on how to optimize your resume, how to really help it stand out, and what you need to do to turn those applications into converting interviews and ultimately job offers. So if you want to check it out, click the link below and get yours today. All right, so today we are talking about FlexJobs.com. Now, I have done videos about FlexJobs in the past, and they are always very popular. People are very curious, is this legitimate or is it a scam? And so today I want to give you a behind the scenes look of what having a FlexJob membership actually looks like. And so at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts as a HR professional and leader within the HR niche on whether or not I think it is a good use of your time and resources and money, or if I think that it is just a big old waste of your time. So let's hop into today's video. Now, the first thing I want to say is that this video is not sponsored in any way. I do not add any sort of relationship with FlexJobs. So I want to say that I'm coming at this from the perspective of being an objective professional within the HR and human resources community. Now, if you are interested in FlexJobs, you can sign up relatively inexpensively. You can have a 14-day trial for $2.95, or you can get a full month for $5.95. You can also, it essentially adds up to about $71 per year. As of right now, that is their current pricing. And so here, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna show you a little bit about what it's like to sign up. Once you go to sign up, it's going to have you put in what type of position that you're looking for. It's gonna have you select the different types of positions or job titles that you're interested in, and then some job categories. I recommend selecting as many as possible. Really scroll down their list and look for different types of categories. This will help you kind of in the long term. It also will have you indicate your education level as well as your career level. So are you entry level? Are you mid-level? Are you a middle level management? Are you a senior level leader? It'll let you clarify all of that. Once you're done, it's gonna log you right into your dashboard. So let's take a peek here, and I'm gonna show you guys and give you guys an inside peek as to what you can expect if you do invest in FlexJobs. Okay, so here is your dashboard, and it's gonna give you kind of a quick link, high level overview of either your job search history, suggested jobs based on what you completed in that initial survey and the job categories and where you are in your career level. It's going to talk about some upcoming events that they have going on, webinars, training activities, etc. And then there is going to be just some prompts on and skill tests over here on the right hand side. Now, from a dashboard perspective, this is pretty basic and not my favorite interface. I think from a user standpoint, it's easier to just, instead of navigating from your dashboard, to go to find jobs. And then from here, you'll be able to search for job categories. You can see here we have an accounting and finance, and then it's going to bring up their jobs. Now, it gets a little bit convoluted. What I would recommend, because you have to get to multiple clicks before you can get to somewhere where you can even say, show me only 100% remote work from home jobs, show me only employee jobs, because they do have a lot of freelance, temporary, 1099 contractor positions on here. So in order to skip kind of all of the high volume of jobs that maybe you're not interested in, you need to get to this kind of filter space. And as you can see, it took me many clicks to get there. So what I do, or what I would recommend, is from your dashboard, you are going to go to find jobs, and then you're going to select new jobs. That'll take you right there to this kind of filtering section where you can drill it down. And I definitely recommend drilling it down as much as possible. So as I said before, you want to make sure that you're selecting 100% remote work from home jobs. Otherwise, it's going to give you a little bit of everything. And then filter it by job type, schedule, career level, potentially education, travel, category. And as you can see, they do have quite a bit of jobs. So I only have it filtered right now from 100% remote work from home jobs and a standard employee, where I'm going to be a W-2 employee. And these are kind of all the new jobs that it gives me. So all in all, they do have a lot of work from home jobs available. Like, we can't deny that they do have a lot of remote positions. One thing that I do wish that they had was a filter for wages. I wish you could say, tell me jobs that are making between $30 to $40 an hour or something along those lines, and they don't. I wish that they did. Most of their jobs are not gonna include the pay range. As you can see, some of them do, but for the most part, more often than not, they're not going to include the pay rate. So on the Work From Home Job Squad, when I'm creating a curated list of remote jobs for people, which if you want access to that free tool, go check out the Work From Home Job Squad below. Like I said, it's my curated list of work from home jobs, and I always am looking for wages. Why? Because I need to know how much money is involved, and so do my friends, okay? So a couple of things that stand out, as you're using this as a tool to look for a job. First being that they have a lot of freelance or temporary assignments. And so what this means is that it could be something where it's a short-term assignment, or it's a 1099 job, meaning you're not going to be technically an employee. You, in most cases, are not going to be eligible for any sort of benefits package. And in many cases, you're not even going to get compensated from the company you're working for. Because that leads me to my next point, is that there are tons of staffing agencies that are using this platform to post their jobs. You can see here's one for Kelly Staffing Services. So that's a temp agency. They do temp to hire, they do permanent placement, but they are known for being a staffing agency. They also have employers. You can see here, we have a whole bunch more from Kelly. You can also see Robert Half International. That is also a staffing agency. They have a whole bunch. Let's see, how far do I have to scroll before I get to another one? Okay, here's another one, Vava Virtual Assistants. Belay, that is a very well-known kind of freelance agency that helps match companies with virtual assistants. And in many cases, this is just from an insider's perspective. In many cases, these are not always legitimate jobs. It is the employer really trying to build their pipeline of candidates so that when they get jobs, they're able to fill them with candidates very quickly. Trust me, I spent a lot of time in staffing. They're trying to create their pipeline of candidates so when they get jobs in that are available, they don't even have to post them because they know they have tons of remote jobs available. But that is the jobs section. You also have the ability to do some research on different companies. And I do think that this is good and informative. They offer a lot of articles on finding a job, different types of side hustles. I don't necessarily find that a lot of these are relevant because they're just kind of repurposing the jobs that they're already listing and they're already posting. They talk about the Learning Center, which is webinars, guides, skills tests, etc. I do think that that's a good tool, but I think in most cases, job seekers are not going to utilize that. Now, if you pay for a FlexJob membership, take advantage of this section because this is a good resource, but you need to make sure you're using it. And in most cases, people aren't going to take the time to say, okay, let me go watch this webinar on how to master job interviews as an introvert, right? Like it's just not going to happen. But those are available for you, and I do like the fact that they offer them as part of their membership. They also have a career advice section. This is just a few questions that are featured, and then it breaks it down into more categories. And then they have more webinars and events that are also linked into the Learning Center. So here are my overall thoughts on it. I think it can be a good resource for people if they really want an easy button and they want one consolidated place to find that remote work from home job. They have a lot of jobs on there, you can't deny that, but I also think that you need to make sure to optimize how you utilize that site, use the filters, use the things that are available for you. And I do think that, it's a good option for some people who want just one consolidated place. However, my personal opinion is that all of these jobs are posted on other free websites that you can use to find remote work from home jobs. And so in this day and age, in 2024, you don't really need to pay for a service to give you work from home jobs. It's so much more common than it was maybe 10 years ago. 10 years ago, FlexJobs would have been a great solution because remote work from home jobs were just not available and not something that a lot of people really did. But in this day and age, you don't have to spend any amount of money in order to find that remote work from home job. In addition, FlexJobs, in my opinion, kind of feels like sometimes they're double dipping from an expense perspective. So they're charging employers to post the jobs with them. So they say, Kelly Services, you want to post a job with us? It costs X amount of dollars. But then they're also charging you as the job seeker. And for me personally, I feel awkward about a company accepting money from a job seeker when they're already accepting money from the employers who are posting the job, and because you can find all those jobs for free online. They are posting them all over the internet. And so some people would prefer to skip kind of the hassle and don't feel like it is a big expense, which it's not, rightfully so. It is not astronomically expensive. And some people prefer that. And so I think if you are looking for one consolidated place, it's an affordable solution. It's something to check out, but just know that you don't necessarily need it. You can get these jobs in like a billion other places on the internet. So I hope that was helpful. If you are curious about 10 employers who are currently hiring remote jobs all the time in 2024, stay tuned because that's going to be my next video. Bye.